don't have an argument.
TJ, thank you.
No.
I guarantee you that's not hilarious.
Angie says her behaviour has changed because of misread sharing. Oh, Angie, where are you?
I'm here. I'm in your
chat. You
chat.
can all see my comment there to Angie. Can you see my comment, Angie? Come on, change the record.
I don't want to change it.
Say I have changed. Let me tell you why I've changed.
Why don't you change your record, Luke? Because I'm sick of hearing about Zach. And I'm sick of hearing about other people's traumas.
No, big up.
Every relationship, people argue. Oh, sorry. I've got a headache.
Angie,
what,
are
Luke?
you saying
Piss off.
that you're not hurt by what your friend at the time? I know how close you were to Charlie. You keep forgetting Charlie. Big up Cockapoo. Emma, thank you very much.
I'm not going to have this conversation with you again, Luke. I told you about Charlie, and the police know about Charlie, right? Not in that way, obviously. Okay, so stop mentioning Charlie. How many times? I might actually talk on another 10 times. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe, baby. They're obsessed with Charlie. Oh, I don't even want to talk on Charlie. Oh, God. I don't even want to talk on Charlie. I don't even want to sit here listening to what Luke has to say because it's going to annoy me. So I'm not even going to listen because I know it's going to annoy me. Hey. I'm not even listening because it's going to annoy me and piss me off. So I can't even be bothered listening. So you sat there, right? They all sat there saying I've changed because of a video, an AI video EQ has put out. That is why, Luke. And I'm telling you, it's not because of the AI. That's what it is over. Okay? So if you think I've changed, you're the ones keep saying I've changed. And you're telling me how I've changed. I'm telling you how I felt, how I feel. But here we go, you're not listening. So don't keep telling me then. He's going to annoy me. I'm not even going to play it. This will annoy me. Oh, I feel ill, man. I've eaten too much. Go and humble him. I don't want to get in this box. Absolutely not. But we have to listen to Miss Red's trauma over and over again. Oh, I just don't want to listen to it. I'm too tired. Oh, sorry to hear that. Brain tumour. Oh, shit. It's not, is it C, though, or? Nikki's leggings. Has severe trauma. No, C. You know what, Bex? I know that's hard, that you're having this operation, right? I suppose they're not putting you to sleep, are they? I don't know if they do that when you're on your head. I had my birthmark removed. It's quite a big birthmark. I know it's not the same. However, yeah, you just think here, when you go through that surgery, right? Thank God it's not C. And that's how you got to look at it. Thank God it's not C. You know what I mean? That's how you got to look at life sometimes. Do you know what I mean? I know a birthmark ain't brain tumour. What I mean is they didn't put me to sleep. And I don't think there was with my dad when he had a brain tumour. They were going to do the same, the surgery. So what I'm saying is I think you will be awake, isn't it? Is that correct? I'm just wondering because when I had the birthmark, I was awake. That's why I've mentioned that. But listen, you got to look at the bright side and think, you know what? It's not the C, you know? But I hope it goes well. I think you just that's why you got to look at life, innit? Oh, God. I can't cope with these people. I don't say brain tumour and a birthmark is the same. What I'm trying to say is I was awake when they took the birthmark out, yeah? I know this is the brain, but I think they keep you awake, right? I don't think they give you general anaesthetic. Am I wrong? I don't think they were going to put my dad to sleep with him when they're going to remove his brain tumour. What I'm just saying is I was awake when they removed, okay, it's different, but because it was the head, they kept me awake. So my question is, do they keep you awake with removal of a brain tumour? Because I have seen operations on the brain where the person's still awake. So that was a question. I was asleep when you had mine removed. Oh, okay. Very rare. Oh, okay. But I have seen it when they've actually, the person's still been awake. Maybe different things, I suppose. I'm not listening to him because he's going to annoy me. And I'm not going to be annoyed. Oh, they put you asleep. I'm pretty sure they're going to keep my dad awake. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I can't remember now. Many brain surgeries require the patient to be awake while operating. Yeah, so many, that's what I was thinking, yeah. But I'm not a doctor, I can't remember now. The brain doesn't feel pain. All right, so there you go. It depends on what part of the brain, I suppose, yeah. I know the birthmark and that's different, but I was like, oh, why do they keep putting me asleep? My husband had brain tumour in the brain, grade 4 cancer. He was asleep throughout the op. Oh, was he? Oh, okay. So I just suppose it depends what kind of operation you're having. My dad was awake. Oh, I don't know. I'd have to be asleep. But the worst of having an operation is the general anaesthetic, as recovering from that. That's the risk. Yeah, is that. So I don't know if I'd want to be. I think I'd want to be asleep. Just the thought of it. Yeah, it's the thought of it, innit? But then I don't know. Because I wouldn't want a general anaesthetic either. He's calling out CA, why? Oh, what's this one? Oh, shit.
I hardly think you can come for me and say that mine is just clap back and hate lives when you've held a hate live on Delusive for weeks now. And if anything, you're making her platform stronger. If anything, talking about her, thank you, all the drama, you're making her platform stronger. You're making her people stronger.
Char FYP, I love the title. Yes, big up Char FYP.
You can't be cancelled on this app. If anything, you're just making her stronger.
I did tell them that, Luke.
There's big exposure on EQ calling her a groomer. Yeah, that's how it got toxic. Messages,
not
toxic. Voice notes, phone calls. He loved it. That's how it became toxic.
I'm sure who she was with like 2-3 years ago as well. So
that comes off fucking PLM that she sat with.
But you sat with PLM now. You sat with them, knowing who they were.
I actually said, and one of the fallouts I had with Angie not so long ago was the fact that I said to her that I was in my life and I said, Angie, you've had wrong-uns in your life, but Canadian Angie, so have you. You've had wrong-uns in your life. You've had Pineapple in your life. You've had Gem Zeno in your life. You sit there with Gem Zeno. Gem Zeno backs someone that graped someone. And that's why I won't play Gem Zeno. I won't play Gem Zeno. I won't have Gem Zeno in this live because she backed I am Tommy. But yet you sit there, Canadian Angie, backing Gem Zeno, letting Gem Zeno have a voice when she backs someone that's gone to prison for, was it, how many years has he gone to prison, guys?
All right, thanks, Jojo.
What did he get? I can't even remember what he got now.
10 years,
sat there all over the app on his account backing him. 8 years he got.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. She's been in my box
and
as well.
14. Guys, make up your mind in the chat. 8, 10, 14, 8 years, right?
Oh, 8
but
years.
You let Gem Zeno in your box, someone that backed a rapist that's been sentenced as a rapist. So how can you come at Delusive for letting wrong-uns when you let someone that backed a rapist in your... I don't get it. There's always going to be comebacks on either side. It's just going to go round and round and round in a circle. Delusive's going to go for Canadian. Canadian's going to go for Delusive. You had this in your box. Well, you had this in your box. Angie, you've had some right wrong-uns in your box. Some real fucking wrong-uns that have admitted to doing stuff with children. Oh, but then you've had someone that backed a rapist. It's just going to go round and round and round.
Oh, was he saying that's what she says about me?
Who am I to say anything? But don't call other platforms toxic. Don't call other platforms toxic. You're both toxic, okay? You've got Corey in the box hating on me. But hang on a minute, Corey was in your box, Delusive, 3 days ago. How can you have a go at Canadian Angie? How can you have a go at Canadian Angie for having Corey in the box and EQ in the box when you fucking had Corey and EQ in your box fucking 2 days ago?
Let me tell you why, Luke. Let me tell you why, because she's the one calling me out. I'm not the one sitting there calling her out for who she has in her box. She's calling me out. So I'm clapping back at her saying, but hello, you've had that person in your box. You've had that person in your box. I'm not the one questioning her. She's the one questioning me. So I'm saying, how dare you when you have these people in your box? That's what I'm saying. I'm not questioning her.
Not you, Miss Remy. You're neutral, darling.
How are you being a hypocrite? The hypocrisy is crazy. You tried to set me up by putting PLM in your box. If there were this person, which they are, because they are the worst, right? Why would you put him in your box to try and remove me off my platform? You tried to cancel me by having that piece of shit
I know.
box. So don't you dare, Canadian Angie, tell me that I had him in my box when you sat with him. Do you want me to show you the video of you sitting with him when you messaging him back and forth? Yeah, trying to get info and all this kind of shit. You telling Corey to have a phone call with him? Yeah. How dare you? What a hypocrite.
That's who she sat with. And she can't deny it.
And you sat with him a week ago knowing
Tracy.
Knowing who he is. I'm starting to think you're PLM, Angie. Because what I didn't realise is that you knew who Scottish Johnny was. You were his mod. And I don't care if it was 2 minutes, 5 minutes. I don't care. You're still his mod. You still sat with him.
Thank you, Scottish Girl.
You still was viewing him.
Yeah, but Angie, you had Scottish Johnny in your live as well. He was in your box.
But I didn't know who he was.
He on both sides.
No,
I
it's
wouldn't
not.
let any of them in my box.
It's not one said I stopped.
I wouldn't let any of them in my box.
But I didn't even know who he was. He told me that he went into the PLM server thinking they were pedlo exposures. He exposes them. That's what he said to me.
In the box. Did he go in the box, that Aki? Was he in Canadian Angie's box?
People need to remember, I have randoms in my box all the time. All the time. I don't know who people are from Adam. I don't know who they are. There could be anybody. Yeah? When I found out who Scottish Johnny was and that maybe he lied, I still don't even know if he lied to me. I don't know. This is information come from PLM himself, who do lie. I don't know. But I don't associate with him. I don't put him in my box, apart from when he cleared my name because he did dox my photo in that server. You know? But it's just, I call out the hypocrisy. I'm not questioning who that people put in their box. If you're questioning me and calling me out, oh my God, you had this person, well, I'm going to go back at you. But wait a minute, you had Pineapple. You knew who PLM were. You know who Purple Wacky was. And then you sat there and say, but he's in my box. What, when he threatened me? Is that the time when he threatened me? Because I reported him to the police. So when you keep saying, Luke, I've got this guy in my box, he threatened me. I didn't even know who he was when I first had him in my box. It was only because people were telling me. When I found out who he was, I did an exposure on them. And that's when they came for me and I reported him to the police. That's exactly what happened. So, just because I had him in my box don't mean I had him in it for the right reasons. For the reasons that you're thinking. Because we were friends. God knows, you've probably had wrong uns in your box, Luke. How do you know? You don't know who they are.
Angie unmodded herself immediately.
She unmodded herself. All right, thank you for that.
Who unmodded
Angie,
himself?
Canadian Angie, we saw you come in the room, so if you want to request a box, you're more than welcome. And equally, if Delusive wants to come in the box, Delusive can come in the box. So if they want to come in the box and try and hash this out, I'm more than happy.
I will never speak to her again. I don't want to be in the same box as her.
Do you want to unblock Delusive, guys? Hello, Sugar.
I'm already unblocked, love. I was never blocked.
I don't really get why Canadian Angie's coming in and out. I don't. If you want to come in the box, come in the box.
Probably
if
trying
you
to
don't,
get a bit of clout.
Don't. You'll see Easy on the phone to her. Don't you dare get in his box. Don't you dare. Your master has spoken. No. So that's just been explained to me. She unmodded for Johnny straight away. Unblock Delusive if you. Yeah,
I was never
Delusive,
blocked.
Please, guys. Is Delusive blocked?
Nope.
I can't deal with Delusive today. My head hurts. I know, darling. I know. But I'll simmer her down. Don't worry. I'll mute her mic. Don't worry.
strange that. And I didn't know who you were then. So you must have known John.
You can't see me because I'm knocking in the box.
Because I didn't really know him. I've probably spoken to him like twice or 3 times. Show the video. Oh, do you want me to show the video of her sitting with... Okay, well, when I finish my FYP, I'll show you Canadian Angie sitting with this guy. So shut it. Canadian Angie, you hypocrite.
Shut it. We're all hypocrites.
I wasn't in the server because they were coming after me, but yeah, okay, maybe believable.
Can we pin Sugar Bliss, please?
They're all in their boxes.
But you...
Oh, Canadian Angie's here, actually. Canadian Angie's here, actually. So if Delusive wants to get in, Delusive's more than welcome.
No.
They both sat with Scottish Johnny.
Hello, Luke.
Hello.
How are you?
Hot.
It is, yeah, it's hot here too.
I don't think I've ever seen you with PLM in your box.
I've never had PLM in my box. I went into Corey's box when that purple one was in there.
Yeah.
She was messaging him back and forth.
Playing.
Right.
And I also told Corey not to give him a platform and to do his interview on the phone. So she's full of crap. I've never, ever had them in my boxes, ever.
Okay. Thank you for that. I just got a message from Cockapoo. Cockapoo said that Scottish Johnny tried to mod you and you unmodded yourself straight away.
Yeah, Scottish Johnny was in Delusive's box.
Yeah.
And he said he was holding a exposure on Alex Brigham doing Knight Rider in PLM. So everybody stuff right away.
She's a liar.
Okay.
Liar.
You want respect, you treat people...
I'll have to go into my other account. Why would you want to have a conversation, with Purple Eki? It's worse than putting him in your box.